Hi guys, it's Mary here from MamaSon. Michael and I are still doing another episode on Girl Keep Your Money for the month of July. Okay, mine is going to be about products that I use around my home to keep my home clean. I like a nice, clean, fresh home. And I don't want to spend a lot of money on products, as well as a lot of products are bad for the environment. And I'm just trying to go to more of what's natural and what's safe, but most of all, what's inexpensive. So I don't have a lot of products in my cupboards. Now some of these things I'm going to show you, I had to search high and low to get because I do not use them anymore. And this is not a product where I'm blasting the products themselves. I'm just saying that I don't use them, and if you use them and they work for you, that's fine. But I'm just offering up suggestions for how to clean your home at a more efficient cost. Okay, let's get started. I'm going to start right here with what I've already did an episode on. If you guys don't know, you can check the link up in the right hand corner. Michael should put that there. I've already done one on making detergent. So you can go through and look at that. But at the time when I did it, I did not have my costs in place. But I do have that now. So I just want to give you guys this because we are talking about saving money. And I think this is going to be one of the biggest cost savings for you guys. Now, remember I talked about how I make my own my own laundry soap. So I use this laundry booster. That cost, I get these things at Walmart. You can shop wherever you want, but these prices are pretty much Walmart prices. This laundry booster costs $3.97. And this borax costs the same thing, believe it or not, $3.97. Then you need the Zope soap. And the reason why I have this because I just had to make a fresh batch today for me as well as Michael, who's in college, and he likes to take it back to his apartment. And so this costs 99 cents, and I usually use 2 of these. So to make enough, the last time I made it, I think it was in December. I'm not certain, but I think it was. But remember, I share it. I give Michael like 1/3 of it. Hold on. This is what I've just made. And don't forget, guys, the trick to this stuff is less is more. Guys, you don't need to use but 1/4 cupful. Please do not use more than that if that's for a full load. If you have a half a load, you would use half of that. I have a little scooper in mine, and that's what I use. So I spent $9.92 on these 3 products, and that gives me 6 months of doing laundry. Now I've seen some people say they get 8 months. It just depends on how much laundry you do. Compared to, and I won't call the name of the product, but I did go into Walmart and price some laundry soap, and it was $15.46, and it would get you 120 loads. So I spent $9.92, and this will last me at least 6 months. Another little tip I have for you guys, I don't buy like Shout It Out and all that stuff. Peroxide. Anybody knows peroxide lifts blood, is excellent for that. You know, when you get blood on your shoes, blood on your clothes, blood, you know, on anything. You know, your kids get a bloody nose and stuff. Or I notice too, like I like white shirts. If you guys notice, I like to wear a lot of white. And the collar can get pretty dirty and dingy. I take some peroxide, I mix it with a little bit of baking soda and a little bit of knockoff Dawn detergent soap from Walmart. Scrub that with a toothbrush, and my collars come really, really nice and clean. So peroxide, you can even use this peroxide on your carpet, but be careful because it will lighten it. So I would not recommend using this on green, yellow, but on a light, almost white, taupey beige carpet, I have used this to clean a stain. But that's another video. Okay, here we go. On the fabric softener, I did price one, and it runs $5.98 for a count of 80. So for fabric softener, I don't use these things, guys. When my children, I had a couple of kids that had eczema, and we were not allowed to use this, but thank God that they did outgrow it. But these, I use these for putting inside of your shoes, like when people's shoes don't smell the best. You can stick this in there for shoes. This is good for cleaning off of your vents and stuff like that, but I don't use it on my clothes. So for a fabric softener, what do you use? Girl, save your money. Keep your money. I use vinegar. It's good for the environment. It's good for your washing machine and everything. Another tip that I don't want to overlook is if you have a high efficiency washer, which I do, you can use this detergent because it is no suds, practically no suds. So you can use this if your washer is high efficient. So for that vinegar, I paid $2.48. And you're going to see me hold this up a lot. So that's what I do with my detergent. Another thing, if I want to do, put a little, I want some, use a fabric softener, not a fabric softener, but if I want something to go into my dryer, I take my essential oils, like I have peppermint, put it on an old cut up t-shirt and throw it in the dryer. Put like 4 or 5 drops on a t-shirt and throw it in the dryer, and your clothes will smell fabulous. If you just have to have a scent, okay? But with this vinegar, there will be no odor. Another thing, save your money here, is for furniture polish. This pledge runs about $4.23, or some people love their Murphy oil soap. This one is pretty old. I've had it a long time, and it ran $4.99. I'm not sure if that's still the price, but that's how much we paid, and I'm sure I've had it at least a couple of years. I don't use those things on my furniture. I just get a damp cloth and I wipe my furniture down. I don't use these, I don't spray these things in the air anymore. I don't use them. I don't use the Murphy's oil soap. Not saying anything's wrong with it. I'm saying I don't use it. Okay? And that works fine. And I seem to have, don't seem to have any problem keeping the dust down, because if you dust more often, it doesn't seem to be a problem. Okay, let's move in right along here. The next one would be air fresheners. Who doesn't want their house to smell good, right? Okay, next we're going to have air freshener. Who doesn't want their home to smell good, okay? So these are some very important tips I have to share with you guys. All about, girl, keep your money. All right, so Lysol, I don't spray it. It's old. I've had it a long time. Last time I sprayed this stuff, I was coughing for probably 30 minutes. I just don't put it into my environment, into my airspace anymore. Hubby loves to buy the air freshener. He usually gets it like for $1 when it's on sale, or $1.20 at Walmart. And then I was there today, and they did have, like, you can get a 2-pack for $2.97, depending on which one you want. But I don't do that. So what I use for air freshener, first of all, I use my toilet bombs. You know, flush before you go. You know, the toilet bombs. If you didn't see that video, it's in there. Just check for the video for the toilet bombs. This costs literally 10 cents per bomb to make. So I put those in the toilet, and I'm finding good success with that. And so I don't have to spray this stuff into the air. Okay? Another thing that I like to do is, back to my vinegar. Can't get away from it. I need to invest some stock in this stuff. Sometimes if you take a pot and put some water in it on the stove, pour your little vinegar, maybe about a half a cup in there, and let it just come to a boil, and let it just sit, and it absorbs odor. Another thing is lemons will do the same thing. Another thing is baking soda. Sometimes I put baking soda on the stove in a pot and just let that simmer. Michael don't like that when he comes by and he sees the pot on the stove and he think I cooked something and all it is baking soda or air freshener in there or vinegar. Okay, the next thing that we're going to talk about is window cleaner. Who doesn't like clean windows so we can see out? Now this one I bought, I got it Habitat for Humanity. I do my best to try to support them. I love going by there. I picked up some really nice things from them. And this was only $1. I mean, you think, Mary, $1? Yeah, it was only $1. And it works pretty good, but I was just supporting Habitat for Humanity. If nothing else, I'll keep the container because I love the container. But normally, I don't buy glass cleaner. Why? Because I use vinegar and water. Will get the job done. It will clean your windows and leave everything nice and fresh for you. Again, that is $2.48. Can you imagine how many windows I can clean with this? A half a cup of vinegar to a cup of water will do the job. And if your windows are kind of greasy, if you have a kitchen window, or if you haven't cleaned your windows in 6 months or 8 months or whatever, and they got a little bit of buildup, put you a little, like maybe 2 or 3 little squirts of the knockoff Dawn soap. I use the knockoff Dawn soap. Now this is the real McCoy because my husband bought it when I was out of town. So, but normally I don't buy the Dawn dish soap anymore. I get the one at Walmart that is Walmart brand Dawn dish soap. I've tried it for myself, ladies, and it's just as good. Trust me. If it didn't work, I would not buy it. But I put a little bit of that in there. So that will work for your windows if they're really, really oily. Another thing is going to be your bathroom. Another thing would be your bathroom. Now, for me, we have a jacuzzi tub in there, and we also have a full stand-up shower. And sometimes those doors get such a great big buildup of scum. And I don't know, maybe it's just how they make those doors. I don't know, but it's really a challenge to clean. One day I would love to do a video showing you guys how I clean our shower, because our shower is big enough for 2 people. It's a nice size, but it can be a challenge to clean, and I finally mastered how to clean it. So what I do is I go in with my spray bottle, put a little vinegar in there, and I spray my ceramic tile first. Just spray it down real lightly. And then I mix up baking soda, vinegar, and a pinch of dish soap, Walmart Dawn dish soap. And I make it like a paste, and then I spread that over the sliding glass doors, and it cleans it so perfect. Gets all that scum off and everything. Leave it for about 3 minutes. I also do the jacuzzi tub with that. Okay, so that costs to me, the baking soda cost me $1.20. I can't show you the size of the box because I put all my stuff into my mason jars. But this is, I think 2 boxes of baking soda. But it costs $1.20. You know that size is kind of, the one everybody buys. Okay, and then the vinegar, again, is $2.48. And the dish soap, which is the Walmart brand, which is normally at least $2 cheaper than the Dawn dish soap. So that's how, those are some cost savings for you. Cleaning your floor. I have hardwood floor throughout my home on the first floor. We do have carpet upstairs. But this came with, this hardwood floor cleaner, not trying to advertise it. This came with when we had some hardwood floors installed in our old home, and so this came, they gave me this as a result of having the hardwood floors installed. But I found that the best thing for cleaning your hardwood floors is to mix half a cup of vinegar to a cup of water. It works. I mean, I'm telling you, this vinegar is awesome. Now, how do I clean my floors? Because I have used other hardwood floor cleaner. Go back, I see streaks. Go back, I see a buildup happening. And I'm just not happy with it. Now, the thing that I use is I bought this online years ago. It's probably at least 20 years old. Well, not this one specifically. I had two of them at the time. One of them is, I used it, and this is the only one I have left. It's almost like a squeegee. And I soak this in my utility tub, and then I take some vinegar and water, add it, and it leaves my floors just beautiful. Now, that's what I mop my floors with. And this, again, is something that they gave to us through purchasing hardwood floors. It's like a little grab it type thing. And I use this. And sometimes when I don't need to necessarily mop my hardwood floors, but I've got some stains, I'll take this and I'll put some vinegar and water in here and just spritz it, and then wipe the floors down for a little quick wipe up, like if you know you got company coming in 20 minutes and you just want to hit it real quick and make it look really nice. So those are some of my tips. They're definitely cost savings. So if I had to tell you that you need 5 things in your home, what would they be? Baking soda at $1.20. You can clean anything with this. You can clean stains out of your carpet with baking soda and peroxide with a little knockoff Dawn soap. You mix this together. You can clean your bathroom with this in the vinegar. So you need baking soda at $1.20 a box. You need vinegar at $2.48. And you need Dawn dish detergent, Walmart brand at, I didn't get the price of that, I apologize for that, guys. Oh, I have it right here. Dawn dish detergent, $5.98. So I would say to you, to clean your home and to clean it efficiently, I would say that you need to spend $5.98 on Walmart Dawn dish soap. You need to spend $2.48 on some vinegar, and you need to spend $1.20 on some baking soda, and you can work a miracle. Your home will be fresh and clean, and everything will be fine, because you can use this vinegar, like I said, to freshen the air. Okay, so that's my tips, guys. Definitely would love for you to try the detergent too, because it is a cost savings too. But I'm just saying, if you only had $10 and you walked in the store, $10 will get you the vinegar, the Dawn dish soap, and the baking soda. And if you had $20, you could get those 3 items, plus you can get all of what you need to do laundry for at least 6 months. For $20, you can have enough supplies to clean your home as well as do your laundry. So hope you enjoyed this video, and do me a favor, guys, if you really like it, can we get a thumbs up? I really appreciate it. And can we get a like? And one more thing, I'm just going to ask you one more thing, and I promise I won't ask you anything else. Can you subscribe? Just subscribe. Just say, hey, I'm going to do it. I'm just going to subscribe. Just subscribe. Thanks, guys. Ask you to like and subscribe, and you did not do it, so I'm back. Did you forget me? Can you just do it for me? All right. So there's one other thing that's on the list that I forgot to mention. We're talking about saving, so when it comes to money. But at the same time, I thought about something I did today, along with getting the prices of all of those products for you guys. And that is when I cook, which is not very often now, because, you know, we're empty nesters, so we don't have to cook as much. I cook 3 meals at a time, and I wanted to come to you and tell you what I made. I made some stuffed green peppers, which is like you put it all in a crock pot and you cook it. I made a meatloaf, and no, this is not a pound cake. I put my meatloaf in a bundt pan. It is not a pound cake, it is a meatloaf. Gotcha, didn't I? And I made some chicken wings. So I've learned that when you turn your oven on, you want to make at least 2 to 3 different meals. Because at one point I had called DTE. This was a few years back when we were raising the children, and I was trying to understand why our electric bill was so high. And the guy had me to go outside. He said, "Is your stove on?" I said, "No." He said, "Go outside and look at your meter." And I went outside and looked at my meter, and it was just turning. And he said, "Now come back in." And he was on, I was on my cell phone. He said, "Now come back in, turn your stove on." I turned the stove on. He said, "Now go back outside and look at your meter." And the meter was literally going like that. So from that day on, I learned that I don't limit myself to not turning on my stove, but if I turn it on and I'm going to bake a cake, or I'm going to make some meatloaf, I'm going to make some macaroni and cheese, I'm going to make a lot of things, I'm just going to go ahead on and do whatever I need to do for that week or for a few days, instead of coming home turning the stove on every single day. I try not to turn my stove on every single day. Okay guys, so just another tip for your time as well as saving money, making more than one meal. So along with these chicken wings, if Michael doesn't come and devour them, I can put some rice with them, I can put some vegetables with them, and later on in the week we can have a meatloaf. And then let's not forget my large pot of stuffed peppers. This recipe is not mine. It came from one of my co-workers, Renee. Thanks, Renee, for this recipe. It's an excellent recipe. So thanks, guys.